Here, daily practice is important. I hope that you are aware of the structure where you are having three passages, and either that is academic, either that is general, doesn't matter, because only the passage is going to be different. Remaining is the same. The questions आपके same आने वाले. The passage is going to be only different. Now, how to get the best score and how to clear IELTS reading module is also a kind of challenge for each single student. And the reason it here is the gap in reading, the understanding in reading, sometimes vocabulary in reading, but the short and short, that is understanding of reading. Thank you. Now, an IELTS reading module, first of all, uh, we feel and we observe those students really very good, those who do read on daily basis, any kind of reading. When they have good understanding, the picking power, they perform very well. Other other students on the dorsal side, they do not perform well. Those who don't read actually on daily basis are sometimes when they take a start, they give a kind of gap. We face problem from their side, right? Now, overall, enhanced reading, you are supposed to, if you are having more than 30 days, kindly please start from 7 book 7, and till 18, no gap. Now, sometimes students think like, oh, 7 to 18, okay, all right, each book contains 4 tests. Okay, I would go through 4 tests a day, one book a day, so it means 7 days. Now 10 days, it's okay, 15 days, right? Now, within 15 days, sir, I'm done. No, this is not fair. Less but daily, less but daily. With this less and daily practice, this is my personal experience. Like when we feel and we see. Now, recently, one of my student got 7.5, and in reading, he was going to do practice like a week, or I think like 6 days, 7 days, and he couldn't perform well in a day. And the reason was like he was going through reading practice, but daily 4 tests. Now, even a person mind would not be able to pick like the 4 tests a day. If the test contains one one test, right, one reading test within the real exam a day, and you force yourself, you insist yourself to go for 4 tests of reading, three of this will be little. First, you must be having a proper schedule for yourself, right? The practice time period, the practice, and that is from my side, it is minimum 2 hours you should be having for yourself. Within those 2 hours, how you should do a practice for speaking section, you must be having 40 minutes daily speaking minimum. This module needs daily speaking practice. If you want, you think like I'm having 100% fluency, grammar is, I'm a master of grammar, everything is fine. No, still you need daily practice, at least 40 minutes speaking, right? Along with 40 minutes practice, you must go through the reading activity of different questions of cue card articles, etc., and so on, to have some information to add and to share those information, right? So you'd be able, without fluency, you'd be able to talk on those kind of questions. Anyhow, coming back towards reading module, here in reading module, daily reading is quite important, is very, but not too much, not very less. Very less means sometimes students think that each test, one test, like let's suppose we are having book 11, right? Now book 11 contains 4 reading tests of Cambridge, right? Cambridge IELTS practice mac this book. Mina, take care of your camera. Mina, take care of your camera. Okay. Now, book 11. Now, this book contains 4 tests. Within 4 tests, let's suppose test number 1 I picked. And test 1, one test contains how many passages? You know that 3 passages each test. Total are 4. So how many passages did? 4, 4 times 3, 12. 12 are the passages. Now, if you go through one passage daily, a single book would take 12 days from you. But if you go through one test, a single book would take 4 days. This is how you should. If you can go through 2 tests, even that is quite better. But at least minimum one test a day you should go for IELTS reading, right? IELTS reading. Actually, this is like the familiarity, understanding, memorizing. Reading is all about, like, you would go through some beautiful techniques in the following week in the reading section, reading module. But besides that, reading is understanding, familiarity, and memorizing. What does it mean? When you read, I just before taking a start of your class, I just picked these pages from book number 18, the first test and the first passage, the last book, book number B. And I personally, I haven't read it because that book is recently published, I think a year or 5 months ago. But anyhow, and this let's suppose you are having this passage now. You're going to read it. The So along with the single passage, you must read passage 2 and 3 a day, right? Minimum. Minimum one test and 100% understanding. At initial scenario, when you take a start, yes, first of all, also try to understand how to read so far. Firstly, when you read the title, now go through the question section, question part, right? Now, when you go through the question part, come back to the title. When you read a single paragraph, give it a heading, right? Give it a title from your side. Give it a title from your side. Give it a title from your side, right? Now, let's suppose you are going to, yeah, somewhere you would not be able to understand, or any single word would be unknown to you, that would be not known, that would be new to you. Now, you may not understand a single word, but that does not matter. You should take consider the meaning of a new word in the context of the whole paragraph. Like what the paragraph is conveying me, I'm going to take this single word meaning in the context of that paragraph. For instance, let's see this paragraph. On top of a striking new exhibition hall in southern, sorry, 1 minute. Oh my god. Yes, let's see. Now, on top on top of striking new exhibition hall in southern Paris, urban farming. The world's largest urban rooftop farm has started to bear fruit. Now there is a kind of any exhibition hall where there would be a largest urban rooftop farm, largest farm rooftop, and it would produce it would have some fruits, strawberries that are small, intensely flavored, and it now up till until here, and further when you read till here, you should give it a proper title. That title can be at here from my side, it can be that that is some fruits exhibition in a huge hall, fruits exhibition and a huge hall. Now this information, this title would actually remind me like what I read so far in this paragraph, that right. Another thing, this title I can later on in passage number 2, sometimes you face heading finding list, heading finding list. Those are really very interesting, right? Now heading findings, which heading match with which paragraph. Now in heading findings list, you might have seen that headings would be total 11, and paragraphs, as I mentioned before, even that you would be having round about 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 paragraph or 8 paragraph in reading passage, but the headings are 11. Which one is matching with which paragraph? Now you first should read the paragraph, then you should match your paragraphs with the proper heading, like which one is matching with which one. But again, coming to your initial level, like sometimes in some scenarios, students they consider the reading challenging, and why the reasons is so. The reason and the matter, the problem is only because of one issue, and that is this gap, right? That is not being a good reader, right? Now when you read one paragraph for initial term, read it again twice, read it again twice, right? 3 times you are supposed to read it. For its initial position, for 5 to 7 days, you must read it 3 times. This Mina and Asma, take care of your hands free and headphones. You are in the same room, I think, in the same place. So take care of your headphones. Otherwise, there will be
Yes, sir.
yes, okay, good, good. Okay, now at here, this is understanding level. To understand each single paragraph. Now, so you'd get very beautiful. I can give directly share a kind of key book to you, right? But for reading, and I would discuss even um, different aspects and perceptions, like wherever you get stuck in reading. But until you do, like when we face any student facing a problem in single of the section in IELTS reading module, like you would be having these 10 questions kinds in IELTS reading. Let me show you. These are the 10 kinds, 10 types of question in IELTS reading. Now in any of the single part, if you face difficulty or issue, now might be that would be true false, might be that would be some other part, but overall whatever is the part, let's suppose that is matching, let's suppose that is heading findings, whatever is that, sorry, what's happened with my pen, yeah, choosing heading or matching or whatever. Now when we face any student facing problem in single part, and later on we face now this student has improved, then we ask how you improved. The simple reply is, sir, practice. Sir, practice. uh, Even 2.5 student jump to 6.5. Sir, practice. And reading is more about practice, right? Now synonymized technique, sometimes this skim and scan technique, sometimes this is clue word technique, sometimes this is to teach the kinds of paragraphs, sometimes this is like choosing giving title to paragraph, sometimes like different sort of ways. And we find out, we discuss, we do meetings, right? Even with examiners I do meeting on this and IELTS reading module, with your IELTS examiners, those who conduct your IELTS exams. Maintaining time is only possible in one situation: if you do read daily. If you have a gap a single day in a week, this is not fair. At here it is a virus, right? And virus means hanging computer, and at here virus means hanging your you stopping you from improving more and consuming to manage your time, right? Now management time is also possible when you do read, as you know that there are three passages. You first manage time in three categories, like three passages, so three categories time. First passage should be given 15 minutes, next should be given 20, third should be given 25 minutes. And the perception and on the base and behalf of what, its complexity level, right? How much the one is complex, how much the another is easy, this is given to each single section on the base of its complexity, right? Now further, enhanced reading. Now, in a single type of question, if you face problem, discuss it with me anytime, right? When I would get free, I would directly, definitely talk about that topic. Even I would sort out any different, separate time for you, specific special time and special class. I would try to arrange for you people, right? For a single person, for a two, doesn't matter for me. Anyhow, now, enhanced reading, when you do take a start here in a single paragraph, if you face any new word, a problematic, right, for you that might be no unknown and a new, you must search for that, and you must go in the image section of a Google to find out the exact meaning of that word. So when you visualize any word, that would be remembered to you, and you would not be able to forget that again, right? You would not forget that. So a new word that you learned so far, you should search for, and you should go an image section as well to see the image of that word, right? Okay. Next, you are having a, yeah, so you should use that word in a sentence. Next, do not be afraid to guess meaning. When you read a paragraph, do not stuck yourself in a single word because of a single word. Oh my god, I don't know about this word, what would it be, what it would mean, and I'm sorry for no, just directly, just consider from yourself, just predict, just anticipate from yourself this, that can be meaning, that can be. For IELTS reading, indeed Cambridge is the best source. AEO, IDP sites, ielts.favor.com mock test, ielts.favor.com mock test, ielts.favor.com mock test, IELTS Cambridge. These are the best you should go for. But in the overall IELTS Cambridge, you are having these IELTS Cambridge books, well, with yourselves. So these books are in your PDF, and these are the best. Yes. Oh, when you go through the ielts.favor.com, also do write reading. are also do right listening. Let me search in front of all of you. Otherwise, sometimes you cannot find out when you go through the Google. Look at here. You can find also this one as the best. IELTS dot favor dot com dot reading test. Now see, academic on the top, general second number. Academic, general. How many? 50 samples, 150 plus test. Now, along with when you click on one and you found some test for yourself, here on the dorsal side, it is also having the answer sheets, the answers, sorry. Now, test number 9, test 7 so far. Each test along with the answer, test, answers, right? So this is for reading. You can also go through the ielts.favor.com. All of you, 𝐈𝐬𝐿TS, 𝐈𝐬𝐷P, 𝐈𝐬𝐴O, 𝐈𝐬𝐿TS Cambridge, even your Cambridge books tests are also available here. So these are few of the good sources. Good set. Remaining some are the other sources are hundreds are others available, but some other sources contain easy test comparatively to real exam. There it cannot prepare you well. Okay, so the one Cambridge and IDP, these favor, these are fine. Okay, spend no more than 20 minutes on each passage or section. The last passage is longer, complex, challenging. Try to leave a time for that, right? You will not have an extra time, no more than 3 words. Mean that when you're asked to write no more than 3 words, so 1 word, 2 word, 3 word answers are accepted. But here 4 word is not accepted. 4 words are not accepted. But and here a single a and single and single da, that also means one extra word, right? So must careful regarding that. Like these genius people, these are 3 words, not 2 words. Now here if might be they ask you to write now more than 2 words and you wrote the genius people might be right, but because of one extra da, it would be considered incorrect, right? Okay, so in that case, be careful regarding the words counting. Okay.
Sir, if we write less, for example, if we write only genius, uh, then it would consider wrong or
It then depends on either it contains the best meaning or not. If it would have the basic meaning, then it would be definitely right. But sometimes it needs to be written along with the next word, right? And then it would be having complete meaning. If the meaning is complete, 1 word is enough. If the meaning is incomplete, that must be written how much they have asked you.
okay.
Yes, it is logically it would be understandable to you. Just by looking there. Yes. Next, I would discuss like the structure of paragraph so far. Yeah, here you also face sequential and non-sequential question where heading findings are indeed non-sequential. Sequential means that those which come in order, like in a range form. How? This, let me show you. True, false, yes, no, not given. True, false, yes, no, not given. They are in a sequence, proper sequence. Mm, Firstly, if a single first question is taken from paragraph number 1 or 2, second can be taken from second at the end of a second, or from the third number, or from fourth, third from fourth, fifth, fourth, in a proper sequence, right? Now, another thing for yes, no, you cannot write true, false. For true, false, you cannot write yes, no. And if the answer is no, wrong, so no. But if the answer is not mentioned even in the passage, so not given, that is simple, right? In other words, you must secondly you must write complete words, right? Yes, no, complete, true, false, also complete word, right? So these are also uh, you can say tricky question, not confusing or not in a sense you can call it difficult. Rather, these are tricky questions. Tricky questions need more practice to be done so far on them. Along with that, which I mentioned, kind of non-sequential, yeah. Sorry, let me also have one more point for this. True, false, yes, no, not given. If they ask you to write true, false, you cannot write yes, no, which I mentioned. But if a kind of question is asked from, related to kinds, related to a scientist information that is asking from you, it is true, false. So question can be most probably in the paragraph number 2, 3, or 4, right? Because they are a sentence to discuss any new idea. If new idea related and scientist name is included in the kind of question here, and that is true false, so your answer would be where? That would be in the paragraph number 2, 3, or 4. Most probably in paragraph number 2. Anyhow, you are having then non-sequential question, uh, uh, interesting question. Some students take it serious. They take it like they consider it kind of worry for them. Anyhow, this kind of question, you can see on the right side also a little bit in a minor position, heading finding list questions should be done at the end of a passage. It would be in passage number 2. You should first go through other questions of passage 2. When you are now moving to passage 3, before moving to that, now try to go through heading finding. Do not do it before the other questions. How? Why? The reason behind that is that other questions should give you and incline your level of understanding more by going through that paragraph, that passage, right? And later when you would go through the heading finding, you would be also having a little bit more familiarity and understanding regarding the passage, and you would be able to uh, find the headings easily. So first other question, at the end of that passage you must go through the heading finding list, but these are non-sequential question from any such paragraph number 1 can match with heading number 9. Heading number 1 can sorry, heading number 9 can match with paragraph number 1. So these are the things like which can create a trouble for you, create a kind of problem for you, right? Okay. Anyhow, we are also having some structure, some more information regarding paragraph, regarding reading, and let me share that. Um, 1 minute. Let me also discuss that. Let me sort out. Yeah, reason and result of a paragraph. When you do read a paragraph, as you know, you would be having an information or idea. One paragraph means one idea. One paragraph means one idea. Now, if there are some good information in a paragraph, there no bad information would be shared along with that. What does it mean? It means that a single paragraph, either it would be having advantages or either it would be having disadvantages. It cannot have both of them. It can never have both of them, right? It can either having problems or solution. It cannot have both of them. It can either have agree or disagree. It cannot have both of them, right? Why? Because paragraph means single idea. That single idea would be discussed in a single paragraph, right? Now, flow of paragraph. Within flow of paragraph, हैंड्स फ्री लगा लिया करें आप सब, ठीक है? क्लास में जब आप बैठा करें तो हैंड्स फ्री या हेडफोन्स अपने लिए जब आप देखें, यू नो, I'm the gold medalist in this English department, literature and linguistics from master this National University of Modeling. लेकिन हमेशा मेरा कंसर्न इंग्लिश फील्ड या डिपार्टमेंट स्टडी में हमेशा जितने भी आर स्टडी सरकमस्टांसिस आपके स्टडी के होने चाहिए. फॉरेनर स्टूडेंट्स इसमें बहुत बेस्ट होते हैं कंपेरेटिवली टू पाकिस्तान. जो श्रीलंकन मैंने फील किए हैं, जो इवन इंडियंस भी पाकिस्तान से इसमें अच्छे हैं. खास कर ये आपके हैं आयरलैंड के, इंग्लैंड के बहुत 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 बेस्ट है. अमेरिकन्स जो नेटिव स्पीकर्स हैं, और कंपेरेटिवली टू पाकिस्तानी स्टूडेंट्स, इनमें से फ़र्क क्या होता है? एक तो उनके कैमराज ऑन होते हैं, चले कैमराज भी ऑफ रहे, लेकिन उनमें सामने पीस ऑफ पेपर होगा. इवन एक का तो पीछे व्हाइट बोर्ड भी था, व्हाइट बोर्ड भी, और फुल क्लास के इन्वायरमेंट में वो क्लास ले या ऑनलाइन. और उनकी जॉब्स हमसे ज़्यादा टफ, जो वो 12 14 और 16 और जॉब्स, वो अब जब अपना लाइक दे whenever I asked them and they were going to share with me, so I was even shocked like how you are managing it, right? It is quite difficult, being a human, it is quite difficult for us. Now anyhow, uh, class is a class लिया करें. Today even a senior professor asked me that sometime I go through your online recording lectures and I feel like might be it is possible that some of your students can sleep in your class because sometimes it feels to me like you are only talk. And then I mentioned it in speaking module. I insist my students to talk more than me, and in other modules I try my level best to share more points from my side. Now anyhow, and then I mentioned that students are having a specific goal to get good score, 6 plus band, 7 plus band. So might be they might and I expect the best that they would never sleep in my class. Anyhow, uh, try to write single point. It might be having good information and revision for you later on, right? Try to write each single lecture points. Try to capture, do not capture the picture, Robert, even screenshots, right? Screenshot is fine. You can even get my all notes and slides and website on a Google website as with Mohsin Ihsan and so on. But all websites, these are available on my Google website. But it is, and when until you don't write, until you don't discuss with your colleague, or I'm having a very beautiful environment for you people. The circumstance in the same group, 7 plus band student is available. In the same group, 4 passing band student is available. If this connection would be with the 7 plus, 7 plus can improve her level to 7.5 by revising all the points to 4 band students, right? And she would also improve, right? So this kind of environment is provided to you, and you can also discuss your matter and queries with me as well. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, okay. Now, flow of paragraph means अगर म्यूट नहीं करते माइक्स, दिस इज योर चॉइस, लेकिन हैंड्स फ्री लगा लिया करें या कुछ ऐसे कि आपके बैकग्राउंड की साइड्स उसकी आवाजें ना आए, राइट? एक दिन मैंने आवाज दी स्टूडेंट को, उधर से माइक ऑन है और बेटी कहती है मम्मा सर बुला रहे हैं, और अजीब अजीब से इस तरह से आवाज है। एक दिन मैं क्लास ले रहा हूँ, उधर से पीछे से डोर ओपन होता है और माइक ऑन है, बेटा क्लास कैसे जा रहा है, तैयारी हो रही है? अभी भी इस तरह एक जुमला आगे पीछे से सुना। सो दैट्स व्हाई आई जस्ट रिवाइज दो सेंटेंसेस। ओके, फ्लो ऑफ पैराग्राफ तो ऑनलाइन क्लासेस को थोड़ा सा खैर है, ऑनलाइन नहीं फिजिकल समझ के लें, कि आपको मजे की समझ आ जाए। एडमिटेडली, अनफॉर्चुनेटली, देखें आपका पैराग्राफ का शुरू का लफ्ज जो होता है, द स्टार्टिंग वर्ड, दैट आल्सो अफेक्ट अ लॉट योर होल पैराग्राफ, द मीनिंग ऑफ द पैराग्राफ, राइट? A single word that conveys that conveys the whole idea, that gives you the whole information regarding the paragraph. How? Let's suppose you are reading a paragraph and you saw there a word admittedly. Now, admittedly is used in one condition, and that one condition is happy situation, or agree situation, or good situation, something that is positive, something that is good, right? There you can share this admittedly. This you can start a sentence from admittedly word. On the dorsal side, if unfortunately, or if this another word regrettably is used, so it means when you are going to use any negative situation, any worse condition or idea, there you must use this you know regrettably, right? So regrettably, if a sentence is started from regrettably, you must understand that now I'm going to read something negative, right? Something like disadvantage, and this paragraph would contain some drawback or negative sides of the passage, right? But if you write admittedly, or if you write brighter, or if you write any of the single starting word of a sentence that can also contains the whole idea and information about the paragraph, either this paragraph would contain this kind of idea or the other kind of idea, right? Now this also become improve when you study, when you do read on daily basis, right? So take a start from today, share everyday test with me along with your score, right? Along with completion of books, right? Shock me with your hard work, shock me also with your struggle, shock me also with your result as well. Make me proud also by your last result of real exam. But I would expect the best. Right now I do, but I would expect the best, and definitely I would feel pride on you if you do share your daily activity with me. Even in personal, I would do prefer, right? Even in personal, if you can, if even in the group, that is your choice. But in personal, it would be considered a little bit, right? More more serious activity, like if you share in personal. So if you can share, and you should share your daily activity, daily homework. Like from book 11 you started, 7 you started, wherever you started, book 11 you can share daily. Today I got I gone through reading test, I got this much, MCQ is correct, 23, 30, whatever is that. And in listening, sir, how many score I'm having this. And writing I have done, so I have submitted in writing, and I'm waiting for the writing result of evaluation, right? So in writing group I'm sharing again the link, and the 9 p.m. group, writing evaluation group, and there you can submit your cam scanner PDF sometimes. And inshallah, and writing sessions are whenever I would get through free, I would do check your work. Okay, not in personal, rather in writing I would do prefer. Okay, so right now, until now, if you are having any query, any question, you are requested to ask. Tomorrow we will be having some reading, more deep analysis and information, and we would apply those discussion on real practical, in a practical way on some passage. So right now, until now, if you are having any query, any question, you are requested to ask, please. जी, किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन है तो पूछें। आज जिनका बुक 11 से प्रैक्टिस नहीं किया, तो बुक 11 से आज ही आप लोगों ने, यू आर रिक्वेस्टेड टू गो थ्रू बुक 11 रीडिंग एंड लिसनिंग टेस्ट 1। और अगर बुक 11 किया है तो बुक 15 से रीडिंग एंड लिसनिंग टेस्ट 1, राइट, इन दोनों का आज करें। और साथ में राइटिंग की कोई एक्टिविटी, स्पीकिंग का आपका स्पीकिंग क्लास भी होती है, लेकिन स्पीकिंग के मॉड्यूल डिस्कशन बहुत इंफॉर्मेटिव, लेकिन अलॉन्ग विद दैट स्पीकिंग प्रैक्टिस भी आप किसी आपस में, ये स्टूडेंट्स में से प्रैक्टिस डेली, जो 40-30 minutes you are supposed to do so far to have the beautiful fluency and your speaking, that is quite important. Besides the grammar and other things, that is very 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 important, and it gives and boosts your confidence. You should do it with someone. एंड राइटिंग, आप जब कोई राइटिंग करें, मैकर बुक से, कोई ऐसे देखें मैकर बुक से आज 4 नंबर टॉपिक आप उठाएं, तो 4 नंबर टॉपिक में कोई ये इंफॉर्मेशन है कि प्लेइंग कंप्यूटर गेम्स बेस्ट है या स्टूडेंट्स के लिए बुक रीडिंग बेस्ट है, कौन सा बेस्ट है, मैकर राइटिंग बुक से 4 नंबर ऐसे टॉपिक। एंड वो थोड़ा सा उससे आइडिया ले लें और उसी टॉपिक को अपने वर्ड्स में राइट करें, राइट। एंड राइट करने के बाद आप जो है मैं ये राइटिंग अप्रेजल ग्रुप में शेयर कर लें अपना, ऐसे PDF कैम स्कैनर में, पिक्चर्स नहीं, राइट। सो उसके बाद चेकिंग के बाद अपना स्कोर देख लें एंड try to improve that more. Okay, so until now if you are having any query and यहाँ पे नहीं पूछने हैं, तो मैसेज में पूछें और ग्रुप में पूछें, as you prefer, as you like, and as convenient for you. Wish you all very very best of luck. Inshallah, see you in the next lecture by tomorrow. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.